We have the owner, Bill Barnes of Bald Mountain Colony Campground. It's the brouhaha over the Blues Brothers. Mello says they've got to go after 18 years. But you're a little confused, and you have a different side to the story.
You know, we spoke about a week ago in front of his campsite, the small campground in the Adirondack. And Mr. Testa has a trailer there on one of the sites. And my cousins own the campground. So it's been a family campground for a lot of generations. And I came in a couple months ago to help. And part of the process was to go around and clean the campground up, make it a better campground, become a little more compliant because it's in the park. We get a lot of attention. And one by one, I've gone around and talked to most of the trailer owners in there. And I had a conversation with Mr. Testa regarding just cleaning up his site. You know, he's got a waterfront site, and there's a lot of construction that's been done on the water that probably shouldn't be there. And just a kind of a 2-minute casual conversation about cleaning things up. And he took that to mean the Blues Brothers, but there was never any direction given that the Blues Brothers had to go.
So the Blues Brothers can stay?
Well, they probably could have. I haven't spoken with him yet, but I saw an update tribute show where it looks like he had already removed them.
But if it's okay with you, you're saying if he wanted to next summer, he could bring the Blues Brothers back?
Yeah, there was never any direction given to him that they had to go. It was just a general conversation about cleaning the place up. He took it to mean the Blues Brothers, but it really had to do with everything that the Blues Brothers were sitting on.
The confusion lies with what he's not compliant with, or I saw some pictures. It looked pretty clean, so I guess I don't understand.
Well, it's clean. You know, here's the thing. When you're inside of a park like that, you've got a lot of governing agencies, codes enforcement. We've got the Adirondack Park Association. We've got the DEC, Department of Environmental Conservation. And they pay very, very close attention to anything that happens within the Adirondack Park. Within that structure, it gets even more strict anytime you're 50 feet from the water within that 50-foot line, and then even more strict when you get within 6 feet. So over the years, a lot of work has been done along the shoreline, which no work is supposed to be done on the shoreline that probably hasn't been allowed. It involves about 8 sites, so it wasn't just Mr. Testa. There's approximately 8 sites along the water that we need to take a look at, and nobody's been accused of any wrongdoing. It's just that there aren't any documents in any of the files that I've reviewed with the different codes offices that show that the work has been authorized. The whole idea is that 3 generations from now, it can still be a campground, and campgrounds belong in the Adirondacks, but if we don't follow the rules and we don't work with the agencies can make things difficult. Now, mind you, they haven't. They've been absolutely wonderful to work with. They've been trying to help us through this process, but we're taking some things that have been done over the last 50 years and over the next few seasons trying to work to correct those.
So basically, you're just being proactive.
Exactly.